Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 27 of Europa Universalis IV as England. And quite annoyingly, this is actually now the third time that I have tried to record this episode because on the previous two attempts, about 5 minutes in, the game has crashed. Now luckily I do save the game in between every episode, so I just went back to the start. But I've now managed to replicate the same thing twice. Now, both times I've started, things have been a little bit different. The first time, I had the rebels pop over here in Artois. The second time, they didn't pop, but we got an event that gave us some religious rebels pop over here. But both times, what happens is when Burgundy gets pieced out by Austria, they release Hainaut as a sovereign nation. And the problem is it still tells me that they are, when I click on Hainaut, because my sort of reasoning behind it was, as soon as they release Hainaut, I'll just go and try and pick them up as an ally and royal marry them and maybe annex them. But when you click on them, it doesn't give you the options that you would have if someone was an independent nation, because it doesn't give you the vassalization option. It doesn't give you the it gives you the option to support their independence, and that's all stuff that's really, really weird. And then when you click on the nation, it says they're in a personal union with, but it doesn't actually say who they're in a union with, and it doesn't say that they are a subject of anybody. And then what happens is the game freezes and crashes. So we're going to see what happens this time around. I'm just going to move these guys back. Lucky this time around, because we actually haven't had either of the two rebellions pop. Now, if they release Hainaut as a sovereign nation again, I'm going to be very, very, very reluctant to click on it, in case it crashes everything out again. Let's actually move you over here to Picardy so that you're in friendly territory. Now, the first time I did it, I didn't actually manage... I did siege Nevers, I did occupy it, but then Burgundy got pieced out before I could flip the occupation over to France, and none of the land was given to France. So, the second time I did it, I did flip the occupation straight over to France, and it still wasn't given to France. Now, I don't know what the AI's algorithm is for working out whether it wants to give things to people, but we'll see what happens. So, I can gain 25 church power. Or I can get relations with Catholic countries decreased by 35% and relations with Protestant countries increased by 35%. Well, we're just going to take the church power. I'm not too bothered about reputation. Memgen's been pieced out. That's fine. So we're at 49% here. Lorraine has been pieced out. They're going to try and unsiege French Comté, which they might do. I think what we're going to do here is detach a siege, because we only need a minimal siege. We might be able to jump in on these guys. I mean, it is the hills, but we do have a leader. Don't think we're going to quite get there in time. They might actually manage to unsiege it. Nope, we did get there in time. We do have the terrain penalty and a river crossing penalty. They've got a 4-1 leader. We've got a 2-1 leader. We've won the Siege of Nevers, so we're instantly going to go and flick that occupation over to France. Don't think I need to move in with the rest of these guys, so we'll wait for this battle to finish. Burgundy should then probably get pretty much instantly pieced out. So you guys can move up to Co along with you guys, and then we'll group you up. So there we go, there's the peace deal, and it's the same peace deal as we have before. Hina has been released as an independent nation. I'm going to let the game run for a little bit and hopefully see that it doesn't actually crash, which is a little bit annoying. Maybe we'll wait until the war's over and then we'll try it, but I'm probably going to have to click on Hainaut at some point during the campaign. So I do need to keep my eye on that. Let's just have a quick look at France. France is actually at 100% Liberty Desire now. What is the reason for that? Because of their relative power to me. I don't think that is true, France. You do not have twice as many troops as I do. Not even close. So I'm not sure why they think they have more troops than me. Although I guess technically they do have about 40. They are close. We could go over our force limit. Kind of hoping that they did take some losses. What else have we got? That events and province defections is going down. At the end of the day, if France decide that they want to try and attack me and break free, they're welcome to give it a go. But we shall wait for a little bit. Oh, we can actually grab another aspect of faith as well. I'm very, very tempted to go and try and grab something that may be beneficial to us if we do have to fight against France, which is looking like it might well happen. Some of these things are really nice, like reduced ideas cost, but I think we're just going to get the discipline, and then we'll have to think very, very carefully about what we want to choose for our final one. Yeah, we've got a few... Oh, Artois actually became reformed. So there's a centre of reformation up here as well for reformed. So we've got to be careful with that. Still trying to decide whether or not I want to click on Hina over here. Where is Burgundy? I mean, who are they going to be in a relationship with? Probably not Burgundy, because, yeah, Hina is a lesser partner in a union. Which is really, really strange. Well, given the fact that it's actually saying that, I'm not going to bother trying to click on them and do anything with them. So, we've managed to do another conversion. Maybe once I save and reload, it will sort some of the issues out. We're at 84% religious unity, so we're still not quite there yet. I'm a little bit worried about France. Do we want to renew war taxes? 50 military power for 2 years. I'm going to say no, because we're not losing money. At least I don't think we are. No, we are still making some money. We could go ahead and reduce inflation. That wouldn't be a terrible thing. And what about our war exhaustion? Where are we? War exhaustion is quite low, and it's going down anyway. The war is now over. Now, if France do want to attack, Spain's declared war on Crete. If France do want to attack, they'll probably try and do it now. They couldn't do it before because remember the rules. They were in a war with us, and you can't declare a war on an ally, or you can't declare a war on somebody who you are currently fighting with in a war. Did we actually manage to get that dock here? Yes, we did, which should mean that we're now under our naval force limit. There we go. It's actually gone up by +3, so obviously some autonomy has gone away, which is good because that now means that it's not going to cost us quite as much money to be slightly over our naval force limit. That's why we were losing money, because we were over our naval force limit. Catholic zealots may well pop. 6.7 years. Still a possibility that we're going to get these Burgundian separatists. Our force limit is still maxed. Could we build anything to help with that? We can get some regimental camps and increase our land force limit. That's not a bad idea. Doesn't really matter where we build these because it's just a flat force limit increase, so it doesn't matter what provinces we build them in. So let's go ahead and just... well, we actually don't have enough money to build another one. We've got a loan coming due, but I'm just trying to squeeze as many extra men out as possible because it means we'll have less chance of France attacking us. So we can lose 25 legitimacy or we can lose a stability. I really, really hate getting these negative events, but they're probably all caused by the disaster that we're in the middle of. I'm going to lose the stability. I'm going to pay to get it back up. Now, it is quite expensive, and I do like sitting at positive stability. We could have stayed at +1. What you've got to remember is, though, it's much, much easier to get stability because you can buy it up with admin power. It's much easier to get stability than it is to get prestige. So that was my my train of thought there. France still haven't declared, tried to declare independence. They still think they're a lot bigger than me in terms of their army size, and I'm sure that's not correct. Unless they've made some sort of alliance with somebody or they've got somebody else fighting on their side. Wow, their independence is being supported by the Ottomans. That's very, very interesting. Well, what we could do, I think, is we can start to integrate them. Integration is estimated to be done... Oh, because they don't have less than 50 liberty desire for the annexation to progress. So there's no point trying to integrate them while they have over 50 liberty desire. And with the Ottomans supporting their independence, that could be a little bit of a pain. I don't think the Ottomans could actually physically help them, but it's making France feel stronger because they know they've got the backing of the Ottomans behind them. So that's a little bit of a pain. We can invest in a new idea, which is a military idea. But we are behind the time in terms of tech. Idea-wise, what we would be grabbing would be extra garrison size, which is not bad. But I'm not too worried about the garrisons at the moment. To be honest, I'm more worried about actually being attacked by the French. So I think we'll wait and grab the next tech. Very, very annoying that the Ottomans got involved there. So, Ottomans. We're rival to each other, that's fine. Yeah, you're supporting the independence of France. Can't really do an awful lot about that, actually. Not too... I guess they're only doing it because we're rivaled. Very interesting. Yeah, and they're actually rebellious. All of this because we actually flipped their religion over. Now, one thing that we could do here, actually, which is probably a sensible idea, is liberty desires at 100%. So we might as well stop supporting the loyalists because their liberty desire can't go above 100%. So we'll do that, and that will save us some money, which we might need to buy a chunk of mercenaries if they decide they want to try and break free, which they may do. I'm very, very worried that that is what's going to happen. Brittany like us again for some reason, but we do need to get that. We do need to get that to go down in order to be able to integrate them. What about Flanders? Wow, that would cost a lot of diplomatic power. But we should still keep sucking up with them. So let's go and improve relations. Now, who do we have on our side in terms of allies at the moment? They tell us about the event of the Wars of Rebellion in France, where among the possible options they went with French moderates as their choice of action. France loses a stability. Interesting. So we currently, well, we're short of a rival. We have the Ottomans, we have Spain. And I guess it's Hungary or the Papal State. The Papal State probably makes the most sense here. In terms of our allies, we've still got Sweden, we've still got Brittany, we've still got Austria, we've still got Portugal. So France may have some problems if they decide to pop. So yeah, they lost some stability, but I'm not necessarily sure that that's affecting them in any way, shape or form. Those events and province defections are reducing down, but it's very, very slow going. I wonder if we could have like a better relations over time advisor, if that would help. Diplomatic reputation, colonial range and spy offence, neither of those any good. It's not going to be a military one. National tax modifier, no, so I guess we kind of have to leave it as it is there. That's a little bit of a... It'd be nice if France just got some rebels or something, because at least if they lost some men fighting them, then the relative power wouldn't be quite so bad. We still don't have our force limit yet. We've obviously... Did we actually get around to building whatever building that was? No, we haven't quite finished it yet. So it might not even give us an entire man that we can use. And also, don't forget, we can also just go ahead and increase the... you know, we could spend some power and actually increase these things. So that's not too bad. But I think we'll wait a little bit. Let's have a look at the ledger, actually, and see as far as development goes. Country... country... Where's total development? Treasury... Development. So it's the Ottomans. Well, the Ottomans just have so much land. The Ottoman, Spain's, Muscovy, France, Great Britain. We're not terribly far behind. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, France, stability 1, prestige 3. Their income's pretty good. They've got money. Yeah, there might be a problem. Speaking of problems, there's one. Okay, so... Gain the restoration of the Union CB against France. They broke from our personal union. The war goal is to take their capital. Personal union ended. Our personal union is dissolved. Which is very annoying. We are going to grab a... see if we can get a new, better leader. He's actually pretty good. So we will move you guys into co. And we will group you up into one super stack. And we will just move in here. This is farmlands. We won't get there first. We're actually running at like speed a bajillion, which we probably shouldn't be. We've managed to do a conversion. Let's go ahead and do another one. Can't actually convert the reformed provinces, but we're at 88% there. So let's go ahead and kill the French. And there's no point trying to chase them down, really. Because they've got forts everywhere, which makes it very, very annoying to get anywhere. So we're going to try and siege out Paris, because that's the war goal. I don't think the Ottomans are going to be able to help. So I'm not worried about that. What we mainly want to do is just win the war. This is obviously going to slow down the integration, but maintaining the personal union is also going to be pretty good. So we do have some siege on this guy. No, actually, he doesn't have any siege. Does our king have siege? Can't swap him here anyway. So we don't have any siege, but we do have a load of cannons, so that is fine. Can invest in a new idea. We can get some more force limit. Let's go ahead and grab another infantry. I'm sure the French will come back at some point. Austria's coming in to help. Flanders is coming in to help. Brittany's blockading. They've probably got some troops around somewhere, but I don't know where. Portugal can't get military access through Castile, so that makes sense. You guys, you look like you're planning to do something. And I thoroughly agree with planning to do something. In fact, we don't really have any progress over here. So let us go in and jump on their stack again. So they're not even at full morale. And we've got that revolt in Artois, which we could have done without. Frankfurt has left the military coalition. So once again, we are going to destroy most of France's army. Brilliant. Fantastic. We're going to go over here and just destroy this one stack because we can. We know that we're going to lose that siege. We're never going to get there in time anyway. So I'm not worried about that. So you're going to dive in there and hopefully catch him. Didn't quite make it, did you? So you just move over to Combe. We'll go and deal with those rebels, and then we'll move back into Paris. So a little bit annoying. France doesn't really have anybody on their side apart from the Ottomans. Yeah, and the Ottomans aren't going to be much use in this battle. So we're going to group up. We're going to move into Calais. Because there's no river crossing between Calais and Artois. Obviously there's no war score at the moment because we still have the... France still have the war goal. 12 religious regiments in Cornwall, or lose church power, local tax and missionary strength. And the religion changes to Catholic. I'm going to go for the religious regiments, which is a real pain because we don't want that to happen. What I'm also going to do is take out a loan. In fact, I'm going to take out a couple because this is going to be expensive. It always costs money to defeat France in a war. We're going to raise war taxes. And we are going to build all the mercenaries over here. And then hopefully we can move in on all of those guys. So we should win that battle there. Brittany got black flagged, so they're obviously out somewhere doing something else. So this is going to be quite expensive. Austria may well lose that fight, but I can't really get down there and help them, unfortunately. They might win. They do seem to have a much higher base morale. So we're just waiting for all these mercenaries to get together, and then they're going to go and dive in over on those guys. Whether or not I then disband them or bring them over to the mainland, that's something that I'll have to decide on. We need to win this... Alright, the Ottomans are landing some troops in the Straits of Dover somewhere. That's very interesting that the Ottomans chose to bother. Out of interest, why didn't I unmothball my heavies? What have they got here, actually? Oh, they have got 5 heavies. 5 heavies, 1 light, and then they've got mostly caravels, which aren't going to do anything here. And some transports. We could actually sink all of those. Where are our lights? Our lights are up here. You guys move down to here. Now, when are they actually going to land? The 15th of January. So we got 1 repair tick on our heavies. What did I say? It was the 15th of January. We might be able to deal with that. You guys are going to get the king as the leader. You can go in there and deal with those guys. And then definitely before the 15th... In fact, we're going to do that now. You guys are at 30%, so you probably will take some damage, but we don't mind, because what we're going to do is engage this this fleet here. France look like they've thrown down as well. But we're now moving in with our lights. So we will probably end up losing some ships. But I think more importantly is the Ottomans are going to lose their ships and some units. We're continuing to siege out France. And we're taking out these religious guys over here. We're going to be losing a lot of money. That's certainly certainly true. And would you look at that? So, where is our fleet? We did lose... we gained a transport. So, let's just go and put that over in Kent. We didn't lose any of our merchant fleet. So, they're going to go back to protecting trade in the English Channel. And we lost 2 of our heavies. So, that wasn't too... And bear in mind, of course, our heavies were only at like 30% repaired when we got involved with that. So that was actually quite good. So we'll continue to attempt to siege out Paris. So we're at 14%. Austria is still coming in with a big stack over there. Let us make sure that we grab Cornwall back. Now we really need to make sure we take Paris, because Paris has a fort and it's got zone of control on all these areas around the edge. So hopefully Austria is going to come in from the other side and just crush anything over there. Do I really want to keep these mercenaries? They're costing me a lot of money. We've got manpower, but not much. I think I'm actually going to have to keep these guys around and maybe ship them over to the mainland. Wow, those guys down there are probably going to get crushed. Now, the question is... Yeah, I could get there, but it is such a long and roundabout way in that I don't know if I could actually manage it. Not in a decent amount of time anyway. It does also then mean that I've got a very small stack of men over here that could well be jumped upon by France. I think Brittany... Yeah, I'm not going to get to Brittany in time, and I'm just... I'm sorry, Brittany, but I'm afraid I have to just abandon you there. It's a shame that Flanders didn't go and help you. But we must siege out. Paris. That's the important thing here. I am going to go and bring the mercenaries over, because maybe we can use them to help here and there. So let's go and grab the rest of them. Yeah, so there is a stack there. Austria's getting some sieges. Gain some inflation for Diplo power. Yeah, we don't mind doing that. Let's get you over here. Again, we're going to end up taking out more than a few loans. But we need to get this personal union back. Looks like Britain is getting sieged out a little bit as well. Let's group you guys up. You're putting some units in there, aren't you? You're definitely thinking about it. Let's go ahead and put you in a more, as if... and act as if we were attempting to come and attack you. And let us go in with these guys as well. If we can jump on the French army in Brittany, we might be okay. Right, let's just stop there because you're actually coming in to attack me, and that is fabulous. You're going to arrive on the 16th of June, so you're already locked in. So we're going to be the defender here. It's only farmlands though, so it's not great. Got a big stack of units coming in. Flanders is going to come in and help as well. Flanders has already joined. And luckily, the guys that are all at the front that actually got started on, they're all the mercenaries. Which means it isn't costing us so much in manpower, which is good because we don't have any. But that's definitely a big fight there, but it means that we can kill the French army once again. Okay, there's the French army going away with their tail between their legs. So let's put our army back over in Paris and try and speed up this siege. The important thing is to actually get Paris. I mean, we are going to need to siege some more stuff. It's going to cost us money. We've got no manpower, but we need to do everything we can to try and break the French army. So let's get you over to Normandy, where you might be able to respond to something. We've got all the forts up. France have got some separatists going on, so they might find that they have to fight those as well. Very, very interesting. I've got no desire to go and fight their rebels for them. Although Austria's probably going to do that, yeah. So France are recovering down here. 21% chance that we will take Paris on the next tick. So again, if we actually look here, we have won the majority. We've lost a few. I guess most of these are just little naval battles where people's ships have been taken out. So yeah, we have lost a few, but we have now got the siege of Paris. So what we're going to do now, we are unfortunately going to have to go and take on these rebels, because what we need to start doing is sieging all of the provinces around... yeah, they were taken out alone. We need to start sieging all of the provinces around Paris. Now, most of these we can do with single units. So, let us just move you back over here into Paris. And then we will split off... well, we'll do 2 infantry. And you can go there. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because... Oh, I didn't want to consolidate there. That was the wrong button. Oh, I suppose it doesn't hurt. Oh, more religious regiments in Calais or lose the ducats. We'll lose the money at this point. We're already in debt. You guys are going to go into Champagne. And then you guys... I guess I only need 1 unit. You're going to go into Alencon. We need another couple to go into Namur. And what we've got to remember is there are some forts around here, so these things could actually flip back. Now, we've got 11% war score now because we control the war goal. What would we need in order to grab this? Let's go ahead and convert Cornwall again. We'll be ending this video very soon because I realise that it's gone way, way, way over. That was it. We were looking what we need for the actual peace deal. So what we want to do is get the... So, white peace. Even with the white peace, France will remain the subject to Great Britain. So, all we have to do is win at this point. And get them to annul their treaties with the Ottomans. Currently at 0. We can actually so easily do this. We've already just grabbed some more provinces from them. We might even be able to finish this war in this video. And I'm tempted to just let these sieges tick. They're actually going quite slow. I'm just going to go up to speed 3. Got some occupation. That's not good, is it? Just giving us a rebel pop right there. That was a bit crappy. Austria are fighting those guys. You can go in and reinforce there. We'll probably lose that unit though. But we should... Oh, no. Yeah, we did lose, but we're going to go in there and wipe them out anyway. So, let's get a few more occupations. Let's wait until the end of the month. France have got an army around. Okay, there's the 1st of January. Let's just go ahead and have another little look here. They would be willing to take a white peace. Could we get them to annul their treaties with the Ottomans? -5. Well, I might make this video a little bit longer. The simple reason for that is that today is the day when I've had videos crash on me. So, I'm actually just... I'm not going to record a whole ton of videos today, just a few. So, I will be going around and trying to... Now, Champagne might flip back here because Rethel, of course, there's a fort there that actually is putting influence on it. But we still control Paris, so we are getting ticking war score. Now, worst case scenario, we could peace out without getting them to break their alliances with the Ottomans. That wouldn't be terrible. Let's go ahead and see if we can siege out Rethel. Austria should win that fight. Flanders is going to go in and reinforce. Come on, France. Still at -5. Now at -4. Oh, France are actually occupying stuff. Well, they're going to move out, and then Le Bour's going to go and capture it back, so that makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. Lose some more money or gain unrest. Let's just gain the unrest, because we're already broke, and we're dealing with rebellions left, right, and centre. So, come on. We need to grab some more of these provinces. I guess we could go back... We can go and jump on you guys, I suppose. Austria going to come in and help there, maybe? Oh, no, they weren't at full morale anyway. Looks like Brittany trying to take a thing or two from them. There we go. We've taken another loan. Are we honestly going to lose that fight? No, we won. Just, I'm not too sure how. So we don't have enough there to siege, because it is a fort. But we can move you into Champagne. We'll move you into Champagne as well. Come on, France, you're losing stuff all over the place. Right, they're actually willing to do it now. So we negotiate on behalf of our entire alliance, and they are negotiating for their entire alliance. France will annul the treaties with the Ottomans, and as the defender, Great Britain will gain 1 prestige. We suffer 0 aggressive expansion, and France lose a prestige. Costs 0 anything for us. We'll get a truce. Now then. White peace, France will remain the subject of Great Britain. But if we try and do anything else, that goes away. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to go for a white peace. The moment we put anything on and white peace goes away, it loses that text. So I'm just going to go and send demands for a white peace. So France will remain the subject of Great Britain. Okay, so just before we end, let's have a quick look and see how things are. So they now have 0 liberty desire. Fantastic. Now, if we wanted to integrate them, we can't do it yet because we've recently sent a diplomat. So we need to get our relationships up with them. So we need to carry on sucking up to them. So let's just do a bit of housekeeping here. I think these are all the... yeah, they're all mercenaries, so we'll just go get rid of them all. We will mothball the heavies. And we will sort of group these guys, split them up and move them back. What are we like on our force limit? We're actually a little bit below, but that's fine. We're going to group up, we're going to split, move half of them over here, move half of them over here. And then we'll start sorting out the mess that the country is in. But that's definitely going to be something that we do in another video. So, can we send approved relations? Yeah, we can. Brilliant. All we need to do now is just get them to like us enough to integrate them. They've got no liberty desire anymore. And why is that? Why do they have 0 liberty desire? Oh, the events and province defection. So we're now actually getting minus 50 liberty desire because we just beat them in the war. And we gain some base manpower and some free manpower, which is all good stuff, which now means, of course, we're reinforcing, which is costing us money. But I think altogether, that was quite successful. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you are still enjoying EU4 as England, and I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.